ISS coordinates, requesting permission to dock.
Copy that, Obsidian 2. Please stand by for instruction.
Copy, standing by.
I can't tell you how many times I've been up here at this point, but that view of Earth, it gets me every time.
Real romantic, Joe. Let's focus on the mission, huh? How about you get a head start on the navigation data?
Sure thing. Programming navigation data for the pod now. So, got any plans when we get back home, Aguilar?
Hug my children. That's first on my list. Camila's birthday is in a couple weeks. The whole family's getting together.
Huh? How old's she turning?
18. It's a big one.
Gosh, time flies, huh? So, what, time for college then?
In the fall.
Out the door and into the real world.
As soon as she pays me 18 years of rent.
Bex and I talked about starting a family for years.
Why didn't you?
She needed me grounded for good if she was gonna commit. Well, that's why we've got so many dogs. How does Ruben keep your girls in line with you up here?
Who says he does? They've all sacrificed a lot. I get to live my dreams up here. I just hope it teaches them to follow theirs.
And you say I'm romantic.
Obsidian 2, this is Kennedy. Do you read?
Kennedy, this is Obsidian 2. We read you loud and clear.
Copy. We're relaying orders from Obsidian HQ. They've asked that you begin sample analysis while aboard the ISS. Do you have your analysis suite on deck?
Start analysis from space? They've never asked us to do that before.
Do you have the instruments?
I'll get them.
Thank you. Kennedy, this is Obsidian 2. We have our instruments aboard.
Copy. On your okay, we'll engage workbench.
Copy.
Coming your way. So, they haven't tell you anything about this sample?
Not much. Sounds like something we found on our expedition piqued the boss's interest.
Crazy billionaire gets what crazy billionaire wants. So long as he's keeping food on my table.
Kennedy, this is Obsidian 2. We're ready to engage workbench.
Copy that. Engaging workbench.
Removing aerogel casing now.
What is it? A gemstone?
It doesn't shine like a gemstone. Maybe a fossil?
I've never seen anything like this.
Kennedy, this is Obsidian 2, requesting instructions.
The object before you is a titanium relic. Origins unknown. You're advised to be gentle with the sample, as it is corroded and potentially fragile.
For titanium to rust as badly as this, it would take a millennium.
Your job is to study the relic and a decoded signal. Call us back when your job is complete for your next set of instructions.
I've never known Kennedy to be cordial, but that was just plain aggressive.
We have our mission. Let's just stick to it. Beginning dust removal. What the?
Looks like we just lost power.
Check our power supply. Activate backup power manually if you have to.
Copy that.
Something's not right. Where is that noise coming from? The relic? What is this thing? Huh?
What the hell? Elaina, come in. Backup power's online.
Copy, Joe. What was that just now?
Diagnostic shows no damage to the exterior. Could have been a bad solar flare, but that sound.
How long will we be under for?
Not sure. The emergency oxygen will keep us safe for a while.
Joe, look out the window.
Climate control is also stable, but we'll want to limit use to conserve power until we can determine the cause of the outage. However, with primary power gone, our navigation system has gone offline. Since we're in orbit, that's not a big concern, but if we're grounded out longer than we'd like...
Joe, we're not in orbit. The Earth, it's getting smaller.
That's impossible.
Reroute the auxiliary power to the nav system. Now!
It's not that simple, Elaina. If we're drifting off course, we've already lost our signal to Kennedy. We'll be flying blind.
Shit!
What are you doing?
I'm broadcasting a message home. Let's just hope it gets to someone. Alpha Council, begin audio debrief to Kennedy Space Center. SOS? SOS! Hello? Kennedy? This is Elaina Aguilar, commander of the Obsidian 2. We've lost power aboard the ISS and are drifting off course. We're running on reserve power and air supply as we wait for systems to power back on. We have lost our stable signal, and we are flying blindly. Our coordinates will soon be near impossible to trace, so we need help immediately! I repeat, this is an emergency. Send help immediately! Kennedy! We're experiencing irregular noises coming from outside of the ship!
Elaina! You have to see this.
What the? There appears to be a light emanating from the laboratory window. It's coming from an object. Out there! Kennedy, I repeat, there is an alien object within our radius. It's getting closer. Something is coming out. It's emitting some sort of gas.
It's coming towards us!
Kennedy! We need emergency backup now! The gas is making its way into the station! Oh, please, please, if this makes it back home, I need you to tell my children, Camila, Lucy, I love you.
Faraway is a Sonoro production, created by Matthew Castellanos, written by Matthew Castellanos and Brett Melnick. This episode was directed by Matthew Castellanos, produced by Luis Eduardo Castillo, developed by Bettina Lopez with the help of Christian Hattar and Nick Milanese, executive produced by Matthew Castellanos and Brett Melnick, and Camila Victoriano and Joshua Weinstein for Sonoro. Performances in this episode by Melanie Diaz, Joe Brogy, and Eric Lopez. Our production manager is Querenza Chaires. Recording, engineering, and sound design by Cassandra Tinajero, Andres Baena, and Juan Diaz. Casting and coordination by Ansley Martinez and Alex Gonzalez. Main theme song composed by Benjamin Dominguez and Emiliano Quintanar. Performed by Benjamin Dominguez, Emiliano Quintanar, Jesus Vélez Arvizu, and Nacheli Uribe. Voices recorded at the Invisible Studios and DGE Studios in Los Angeles and the Relic Room in New York, with engineering by Charles Carroll, Lester Dangler, Gary Forbes, and Brett Tubin. If you're enjoying Faraway, please subscribe, rate, and review our show wherever you're listening.